Though the weather outside is chilly and wet, January is the perfect time to begin sowing seeds for garden vegetable patches. Aubergines, broad beans, and spinach can all be started now, giving gardeners the great pleasure of imagining what the future months might hold for them. Yet we must be cautious not to count our chickens before they hatch, or our seeds before they sprout. The process of growing one's own food from seed is not necessarily a smooth one, and even a promising start can be compromised by neglectful or overly indulgent watering. Luckily for us, if our seedlings don't lead to abundant produce, we can always fall back on the grocery shops to keep us well fed. We know that not everyone is in such a privileged position. There is not a single country in the world that has managed to completely eradicate hunger from its populace. Whether it's a problem of affordability or a problem of accessibility, food security is a global issue and one that is getting more and more serious. Our tradition has a lot to say about famine and food insecurity. In this week's portion, Joseph's brothers are in Egypt, attempting to find respite from the famine at home. Later, in the book of Leviticus, we will receive laws commanding us to leave the corners of our fields and the fallen fruits for those in need. As a gardener, I may spend time, money, and energy cultivating crops, but the produce ultimately does not belong to me. It is part of God's creation and ought to be shared with those who must go without. As we begin this new year, let us remember our obligations to one another so that 2025 is better for everyone, regardless of status or wealth. Shabbat Shalom.